Paimon wonders how Razor's class has been going.
Sucrose, wait! Honorary Knight, Paimon, please stop her!
Whoa, you scared Paimon! What's gotten the two of you so worked up?
Sucrose and I agreed to present the wine ingredient to you together, but when she heard that Razor will be showing up, she insisted that she won't spend a moment longer here than she has to.
I'm not good at dealing with strangers. Anyway, as long as the ingredient gets into the right hands, that's all that matters.
Oh, that won't do. We worked on this together, and we should present it together. I can't take credit for what you did.
It's not about the credit.
Wait, so does this mean the Knights of Favonius' ingredient is a product of bioalchemy?
Yes, it's a quadruple sweetness sunsetia.
Quadruple sweetness? But aren't regular ones sweet enough as it is? Also, why a sunsetia?
Okay, let me give you the full story. I love the scent of wine, and after reading up on the art of winemaking, I've grasped some of the key principles. In short, whatever ingredients you use, it's essential to include something sweet. In an attempt to select the most suitable ingredient, I gathered samples of all the sweet plants and fruits I could find in the Mondstadt area. Then, I tried them all in turn and took detailed notes. I also factored in the differences between the same ingredient grown in different locations. For instance, sweet flowers from Springvale are a little sweeter than those at Cape Oath.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
It was no problem at all. Just my duty as a maid of Favonius. The chance to source the Defender's will on behalf of the Knights of Favonius is a huge honor for me.
Noelle, your eyes are sparkling. But Paimon thinks it could be because of Lisa's brainwashing.
Anyway, I was worried that my evaluation would be too subjective if only I were involved. Thankfully, I ran into Sucrose the other day on her way out of the lab.
Oh
no! What is it, Sucrose?
I just remembered why I left the lab that day. I was supposed to go and fetch some lab equipment we imported recently.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That look on your face seems to say you forgot all about it and have been in the lab this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault, really. I'll go and see Marjorie about the equipment shortly. Carry on, Noelle.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Sucrose is a true professional when it comes to this kind of research. I showed her my list, and she made some extremely valuable suggestions.
Please, you don't need to go out of your way to compliment me. Noelle filled me in on the background of the whole situation. I was moved to see how seriously she took this task, even though she'd never even met Razor before. However, none of the potential ingredients she had identified were perfect candidates, in my opinion. What we needed was a fruit high in sugar and easily fermentable. After a final look at Noelle's list, I picked the Sunsetia sample from near Cider Lake as a basis, with a view to improving it. Using bioalchemical techniques, we were able to amplify the sweetness, then conduct a few tests to compare the results against the benchmarks.
Watching Sucrose work on an experiment when she's in the zone blew me away. Such focus and determination.
I already said don't compliment me. Anyway, the result of our research is the Epsilon Series Tetrasweet Sunsetia, Variation 63. And it's finally ready. The sweetness has been verified through rigorous testing, and the size and color are both optimal too. Noelle shortened the name to Quadruple Sweetness Sunsetia. Unfortunately, It can't be produced on a very large scale under the current conditions, but as long as we have enough for Razor. Traveler, there's something else I'd like to share with you. Growing up, I was lucky. I was never the best at dealing with other people, but my parents never placed any expectations on me. They never said to me, "You need to be more sociable," or anything like that. They just said I should do what I enjoy. So, I'm well aware that I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't lived Razor's life, and I can't pretend to imagine what it must have been like. So, I don't know how much it will mean coming from me, but I truly hope he can find happiness and spend his life doing what he loves.
Oh, Sucrose.
Sorry, I am late again. Teacher forgot about the time. Kept talking and talking.
That's all right. We were just chatting. Whoa, deja vu. Paimon said the exact same thing 2 days ago. Wait a sec. Where did Sucrose go?
Wow, she disappeared the moment he opened the door. Hello, I'm Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Hi.
Here's our ingredient for you. Oh, but I can't take full credit for it. I had help from an alchemist, but right now, she, Right, yes. It's a shame she couldn't be here to present it to you in person.
Smells like potion, nectar, and animal crystal fly, right?
Wow. Nothing gets past your nose, does it?
This Sunsetia is sweeter than ones I have smelled before. Klee said alchemy is amazing. It can make things better.
That's right. I hope that this sweet fruit will help you brew the sweetest wine.
Thank you all. When she has time, I want to thank her also.
Leave that to me. I'll figure out a way to persuade her to not work so hard all the time so that I can introduce you to each other.
Okay, I will wait.
All right. Now that we have all the ingredients, we can finally start making the wine. For that, we'll need a barrel, which, if Paimon remembers correctly, is waiting for us at the Angel Share stand. Bye, Noelle. We're gonna head off now.
Good luck with everything. See you next time. Overall, I think this task was a success. Oh no! Sucrose's lab equipment! I should go help her carry it.
Honorary Knight Razor, over here! Look who it is! Wow, it's Diana! Paimon was sure we'd run into you at the Cat's Tail stand sometime, but so far, we haven't seen you all festival.
Ooh, traitors.
What? Ah, I'm so mad! Klee told me the whole story. So, this bright idea was a brainchild of you two? How could you? Razor is Daddy's friend, and he was a good influence, right up until you got him interested in wine. Razor, you better promise me that you won't turn into one of those old booze hounds that drinks themselves silly, slumps over the bar, and bursts into tears.
I don't understand.
Sounds like there's been some crossed wires here. Clee, what exactly did you say to Diona?
I told her that Razor's looking for his mommy with the honorary knight's help, and you both seemed really sad and said you needed some wine, so maybe Diona could help. But before I finished, Diona said, "Clee, say no more. I'm getting involved in this if it's the last thing I do." And then we came here.
Okay. Paimon doesn't even know where to start. Diona, it sounds like Clee left out a few important details in the story. Let us set the record straight. So you're saying Razor wants to make the same wine that his mother and father once made? So he can learn more about them? You better not be making this up to try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Sorry, Diona. It was all Clee's fault for not explaining it properly. So, are you still mad? Or can you help Razor make the wine? I caught a bunch of fish for us to eat. And you can pet Dodoko too if you want.
I wasn't that angry. We were just trying to help. I understand. I just don't want Razor being led astray, that's all. That's why I may have raised my voice a little bit just now. Well, since none of you plan on drinking it, then I suppose I can help you just this once despite my reservations. But I need you to know that I'm a mixer, not a brewer. So I'm used to working with the finished product. If you really want me to start with a bunch of raw ingredients, that's fine. But I can't make any promises about how it'll turn out.
Yay! Diona is the best!
Bunch of flatterers. Now watch this. All done! That was quick! Now we just need to find a place to store it. We wait for a windier day. Does that mean we need to put it somewhere exposed to the wind?
Maybe windrise? Very windy.
Yep, if you say the word windy, that's the first place on every Mondstatter's mind.
Cool! I want to come too.
I have to keep an eye on my foolish father, so I won't be joining you. Clee, come and play again some other time.
I will, I promise.
What a curious coincidence meeting you here.
Don't get bored. What are you doing here?
Well, I awoke to the most magnificent aroma in the air. After following the sweet scent of fresh fruit to its source, this is where I ended up.
Yeah! The fruit are super fresh and super duper sweet. I can smell it as well.
Yes! I remembered something important. Something that you have to do before sealing the barrel and burying it in the ground.
What? We missed something?
Razor, do you still remember the scent of that half bottle of Thousand Wind wine? I believe there was a hint of bitterness in there.
Yes, there was.
And with very good reason, too. The source? This.
Dandelion seeds.
You're familiar with dandelion wine, right?
Well, the people of Mondstadt believe that the wind can bring back the soul and also preserve memories. Dandelion seeds are like living gemstones, formed from the first wisps of wind in the year. People add them to the mix at the last second as a way of capturing the wind in the very moment that the barrel is sealed. The memory of that moment is then stored in the wine for all time. So, Thousand Wind wine is the original dandelion wine.
Wow!
That's so cool! So now our story will be made into wine too.
As for why it always has a different scent, well, that's because people have the freedom to include whatever ingredients they want.
What is it, Razor? What you thinking about?
In Mother and Father's wine, I can smell dandelion seeds, but I don't know what else. In my wine, there is a lot of friendship. I still don't understand my mother and father, but I still have you and everyone else. Everyone has done so much for me. Farka, Teacher, Clee, Bennett, Uncle Brown Cat, Cold Lady, Grown Up with Fake Smile, Gray Tough Girl, Person that Smells like Animo Crystal Fly, Uncle Brown Cat's Daughter, Green Bard, Paimon, and Traveler. I remember everyone. Making wine is hard work. Making this wine needed everyone working together. Hard work with friends? Not so hard after all. I'm so happy. Thank you. Friends are also Lupical. Whether I'm human or I'm wolf, it doesn't matter. From now on, all of us are together. When I grow up, we will come back here and we will open this wine together.
What a magnificent monologue. Even as a bard, I don't feel like there's anything else to add. All that remains now is to bury the barrel and wait for the fruit to ferment.
We're finally done! Paimon feels like a celebration is in order. If Paimon remembers correctly, tomorrow should be Wind Coming Day, right?
Wow! The animal god is coming home!
That reminds me. I haven't memorized the song for the toasting ceremony yet. I'd better get back. Friends, I shall see you all tomorrow. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Wait for the whisper of the gentle breeze to rouse you tomorrow morning. Then come and enjoy a performance by the greatest bard to ever grace the streets of Mondstadt.
Razor, you are so cool back there.
Cool. But inside, I feel warm.
No, not like that. When you think something's awesome, you can say it's cool or sweet.
Oh. But I think Clee is sweet.
Coming day is finally here! Let's get a move on or we'll miss the toasting ceremony! Wow, so many people have shown up to welcome the Animal Archon! Huh? Why is everyone crowded around the Angel's Share stand?
Tradition holds that the finest wine of the Vinelasa Fest only goes on sale after the Animo Archon has tasted it at the toasting ceremony. Everyone's waiting in line for the big moment.
Ugh. So welcoming the Animal Archon back is just a means to an end for them, huh? What about you, Lisa? Are you here for Razor?
Yes, I was feeling a little concerned about him, but I just spoke with him, and he tells me that the winemaking went very smoothly. Ah, such a relief. A glass of the festival's finest will go down smoothly now, too.
Wow, you too, huh?
Razor and the others are over there. You should go say hi.
Hey, there you are.
Whoa, what's with all these bottles? Selling your own homebrew now?
These are for Razor, from us.
Mommy said that everyone's welcoming the animal god today, and we need to give him some wine. If the animal god likes the wine, he'll turn into the wind and bless everyone. We want the animal god to be happy, so he helps Razor. Oh, honorary knight! Look what Albedo let me borrow.
This bottle is from my dad. Luckily, I managed not to break it on the way here. It's just for show, though. I have to give it back to them afterwards.
Mommy said that the animal god can drink a lot of wine. She said if he wanted to, he could drink the whole of Cider Lake in one big gulp. So, do you think we'd have enough between these and the wine raiser's parents left behind?
Ah, Green Bard.
Everyone, I am greatly honored to be able to be here today. I have been invited by Acting Grand Master Jean of the Knights of Favonius to perform a piece for everyone, Thousand Wind Wine. It is some of the finest verse I know. I dedicate it to the wind and to everyone here with us today. Fill up the barrels and store them away, then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue, as Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom? And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer, turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away as we wait for a windier day. Pray tell, what treasure does this barrel hold? 'Tis wheat's greatest triumph, the true liquid gold. As it flows from the keg, what sound drifts by? Wind chimes in the boundless immemorial sky. We raise up our glasses and voices in song as we wait for the wind to sing along. Where do we turn once the thousand winds take flight? To the tales of the lyre, to the sweet dream of tonight.
Dear friends, let us now open the wines.
To the Animal Archon!
To the Animal Archon.
There's no wind.
Don't feel sad, Klee.
But why didn't he come? If the animal god didn't come home, is it because he doesn't like the wine we brought for him?
Of course not. You know, Klee, the wind isn't the only form that the Animal Archon can turn into. He can turn into anything. So today, he must have come back looking like something else.
Huh? Really? Maybe he turned into a Jumpy Dumpty.
Sure, Jumpy Dumpty it is. Hope you're listening, Animal Archon.
Racer, did the Animal Archon bring you a blessing?
Yes. I talked a lot with you all, and I learned a lot. Now, I am not afraid. I think that is a blessing.
Don't forget to save me a glass of your wine once it's finished fermenting.
Yes, we share together, and we remember together.
Yay! But now I'm getting thirsty.
We've all done a lot of talking. Let's go get something to drink, shall we?
I heard that the Angel Share is selling a new drink called Fruits of the Festival. Everyone's saying it's delicious.
I want some! I want some!
Okay, everyone, let's go. Listen.
The wind! The Animal God is coming!
Take this, crush it, and place it on the fracture. Listen, Missy. Promise me you'll live on.
This is where you must stay. You are our only hope. Forgive me, Kaya.
Good, very good. That's my boy. I will always be proud of you.
After all the time we spent on it, the wine still isn't ready. May as well leave it for our son.
Razor. What do you think of that name?
Oh, an adventurer's name. Yes, I like it.
Razor! Razor! Come on! Come buy some colorful flowers for friends and family.
Hi there. Are you here to take a look at my stall? I have a lot of newly developed research products. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, this? I actually wrote out all the nutritional information and prices for my bioalchemy products in advance. But the customers still prefer to ask directly. So, I just read off the sheet for them. Running a stall is a huge challenge for me. Maybe I could get Noelle to interact with the customers, and I do the rest. No. Never mind. She's probably busy enough already. Hi there. Are you here to take a look at my stall? Okay. Go ahead. I have here the Iota Series Rapid Acting Deep Freeze Mist Flower, the Theta Series Fragrance Enhanced Sweet Flower, Variation 21, and the Epsilon Series Tetra Sweet Sensetia, Variation 63. I'm proud to put my name to all of these products. You won't need me to read out all the details, right? Hi there. Are you here to take a... Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry for running off. I just thought that you and Noelle would do a better job of expressing things than I could. Did everything work out in the end? Mixing the Epsilon series Tetrasweets and Cetia, Variation 63 with the other ingredients didn't cause any problems, did it? Oh, and, how did things go with Razor? Phew. Thank goodness. Then, can I ask you for a favor? I want to make a note of the full recipe for the 1000 Wind wine we made. That way, we'll be able to recreate the exact same flavor we did today in the future, no matter how many years go by. Hi there. Are you here to take a look at my stall? Okay. I'm sorry for running off back then. I just thought that did everything work out? Oh, and... Phew. Then, that way... Hi there. Are you here to take a look? Oh, sure. No problem.
So, what do you think of the Weinlese Fest? Have you enjoyed yourself? Well, what would you like to know? To the people of Mondstadt, winemaking is a way of working through emotions and remembering our history. We're only able to make such high-quality wines these days thanks to the peace we enjoy. War is a thing of the distant past. Even though you might not see me reveling with the crowds, I am grateful for this, as much as anyone. Say, have you tried our latest product, Fruits of the Festival? If you have any thoughts on how it could be improved, I'm all ears. So, what do you think of the Weinlese Fest? Well, what would you like to know? When I unsealed the wine, it seemed that the words of my late father were sealed inside. I wonder what he would think if he were to see me now. Somehow, I doubt he'd share the same view as he did back then. If you say so. So, what do you think of... Well, what would you like to know? I can sympathize with the anguish of being away from family. Certainly a tragic situation. But tragedy can also drive personal growth. And perhaps learning how to face it head-on is part of growing up. Part of becoming an adult. Having the support of some good friends will certainly make that journey easier. So, what do you think of the Weinlese Fest? Sure. We'll talk when you're free.
I didn't expect you to come by here. Unless... Oh, were you following the fragrance of wine on the wind? Sure. The sound of your voice is always a pleasure to hear. Oh, I've been very busy on that front. I'd long since drunk my fill by Windcoming Day. But, I wasn't counting on everyone bringing out their finest vintage to welcome me. The fragrance alone was so intoxicating. I had no choice but to make room for a few more rounds. Full disclosure, I also secretly hid 2 bottles away for myself at the end. I didn't expect you to come by here. Sure. The sound of your voice. He's grown up so much recently. It's such a joy to see. Suddenly I sound just like an old grandpa. He was lucky to have friends like you ready to support him through all this. I see a kind, gentle soul with a healthy dose of romance and freedom, too. In other words, a true Mondstadter who grew up drinking the water of Cider Lake. You, on the other hand, don't worry, you're the gentlest soul I've ever met. I didn't expect you to come by here. Sure, the sound of your voice is blessings. Oh, that. Between you and me, I breathed a sigh of relief when nobody said their wishes out loud during the toast. That would have really put me in a tough spot. The Animal Archon Barbados doesn't have unlimited power, you know. I had to take a really deep breath to get the winds of the far-flung past blowing. I nearly went blue in the face.
The wind is gentle, comfortable. Yes. A long time ago, I thought I was alone, only have Lupa call. Now, I know many people. Everyone helps me. I will help everyone too. Humans, wolves, everyone. I am the bridge between city and outside. The wind is gentle. Yes. Their voices, I heard them. Human father and mother were adventurers. Teacher said maybe they didn't survive. I have a wooden box. Inside are treasures from my friends. They are most precious things I own. Inside box from human father and mother is all about me. The wind is gentle. Yes. The message in the letter, I want to thank him. I miss him. Lupical miss him too. Now I am grown up. I want to hear him talk about human father and mother.
Hello again. Sure. Did you have something you wanted to ask me about? I thought that if I made it to the Vinelesa Fest, I'd have the chance to spend a whole day in the tavern. Turns out there's actually more work during a festival than usual. I managed to escape to here, but I still can't completely let my guard down. Who knows when Victoria or Dahlia might show up and drag me off to the sung poetry event. Ugh. The sooner this festival is over, the better. Hello again. Sure. Did you have something you wanted to ask me about? So, he's finally come to terms with everything? Sounds like he still has some way to go before he can say he's fully independent. But everyone goes through their own life in their own way. Well done. Sounds like your efforts were all worth it in the end. Hello again. Sure. Did you have something you wanted to ask me? Oh, yes, I read his letter. Barbara showed it to me. She'd been so worried about her father, Seamus. She almost burst into tears when she read that the expedition is safe and all of its members are accounted for. My thoughts? You're curious what he means to me as a father figure, is that right? Well, I guess I'm not like other daughters. I can't bring myself to worry about him. He wouldn't be leading that many people if he didn't have the necessary strength and courage for it. He's not the kind of person you need to worry about.
I'm much more suited to leisurely days like these. I'd love to, cutie. Too bad I can't offer you some tea. Originally, I only planned on having a glass or two. I thought I deserved a treat after being such a good teacher recently. But that was before I came to appreciate how truly exceptional the festival exclusive vintage was. Before I knew it, I was already rather tipsy. I'm a bad example. Don't be like me, cutie. I'm much more I'd love to, cutie. It's funny. I always thought the Grand Master was the one who gave him the name Razor. But it turns out his birth parents chose it all along. Anyway, Razor told me he heard the voices of his parents during the festival. Like stepping on a rock in the sun. Warm, but also heavy. I'm sure he must think of them as both kind and dauntless people. I'm much more I'd love to, cutie. Too bad I can't offer you some. I was quite surprised to learn that the Grand Master had written a private message just for me. And I was equally surprised to find out that Razor's been on his mind this whole time. Especially given how demanding he is of Jean. He left her to figure out the whole Vinelesa Fest on her own, and didn't give her a single word of acknowledgement. I'll have to have a stern word with him on Jean's behalf when he returns. I'm much more suited to... All right, but remember, it's important to rest when you're feeling tired. It makes my heart ache to see you so busy all the time.